Hi everyone, my name is Steph, this is Kidlit Joy and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to review Earthspeak by Sean McCann and Jade Goodwin. This is a new release picture book that was sent to me for review by Ellen and Unwin, so thank you very much to them. And it is a gorgeous story about a family going on a bushwalk and how they celebrate being back on country and the natural world around them. So the blurb says, Papa says we're going to a special place today. If we djinang, look, ni, listen, goordoo, feel, we might hear boodjar, wangkiny, earth speak. We might even feel her heartbeat. I wonder what that will sound like. Will the earth's heartbeat be just like ours? So, as I said, this is a gorgeous story about a family who are going on a bushwalk and are exploring the natural world together. And this book is written in English with Noongar language threaded through it to explain traditional names for particular things that they are talking about and seeing and discussing. And it's a really, really lovely story as they arrive and then they just spend the day immersed in a really beautiful landscape. The illustrations are really bright and lovely and fun. You can tell from the cover that it's a gorgeous little book. It's a book that invites us to acknowledge the wonderful world that we live in, to acknowledge how vibrant and important our natural landscape is and the importance of taking care of it. And being written and illustrated by an Indigenous author and an Indigenous artist, we get that real sense of connection to First Nations culture. And that's just such a lovely thing in a picture book. And I know I've talked recently, as I've been reading and reviewing a lot of Indigenous and First Nations picture books, that we get such a variety of the storytelling style now in these picture books. When I was growing up, we didn't have this variety. We might have had some of the dreaming stories written down, but books like this really center contemporary Indigenous culture threaded in with the traditional culture that underpins everything. And it's such a lovely way to learn more about Indigenous and First Nations culture, particularly here in Australia, because storytelling is such an important part of their culture. And to have texts that invite readers in and invite children and their families to understand and have empathy and to see the world through the eyes of our First People is incredible. This is a great book to read if you're planning on going on a bushwalk or a trip exploring sort of the natural world around you. It's a great one to open up conversations about how we care for the land, and because the Noongar language is included in here as well, to be open to new languages, new cultures, new experiences, and it's wonderful. I had a really great time reading it. So I will leave links to where you can find out more information about the book, the author and the illustrator down below, so feel free to check those out if you need to. In the comments, I would love to know if you have read any Australian First Nations picture books. Are you planning on picking this one up or any others? Or if you have recommendations for other First Nations picture books from around the world that also explore the connection between people and nature, feel free to leave those recommendations down below. If you want to let me know that you're here but you don't want to leave a comment, feel free to leave any kind of plant life emoji. Otherwise, I hope that wherever you are in the world, you're staying safe and healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye everyone.